Oh my god. Well, well, well. Do I have a fun little surprise for you? Good evening, everybody. This is me, the man of many names. For tonight's sake, I'm gonna go by the little pseudonym here. Ryan, easy peasy, a really freaky name, right? So the intro was made by me, so if that's why it sounds so horrible to you, there's your reason. Anyways, welcome to the first ever episode of Too Many Casts. You are listening to... I won't apologize. You are listening to Too Many Casts. Too Many Casts is a podcast that is just getting underway here. We are a podcast that talks about at least once in every episode. I'm going to have like a little bit of like a potential 5-minute, 10-minute little setaway, little segue scene here for talking about what in the world there is too much of, there is too many of. You know, it's so interesting. 2020 has been such a shit year, and many of us probably feel like there isn't enough of a certain amount of whatever it may be going around. But in this podcast, we're going to talk about how there is too much of certain things going around. So this is the first episode. I will try to get guests on. I will try to put the spotlight on small people, as I am a small people myself. I do not have very many followers on any given social media that I am on, and I am on like all of them. So, without further ado, since this is just the first episode, I'm going to be concise, I'm going to be articulate, I'm going to jump right into it. One thing I think there is too much of in the world, I'm going to go off on a little 10-minute off-the-cuff diatribe here, is Hershey's Cookies and Cream. I think there is too many Hershey's candy bars. Oh, yes, of course. While side notes might detract from the main conversation, I do want to just get one thing out of the way. The furniture in the headquarters of the Too Many Casts podcast is very interestingly rickety. So if in the middle of listening to the cast, especially when I get guests on in the later episodes, or maybe later at the end of this episode, but I don't know, then we are going to know why that is happening, aren't we? When I say, hey, the furniture is really rickety, don't worry about it, dude. Don't let it upset you. So that's what it is. That's what. So all right, we have Hershey's Cookies and Cream. I think there's too many Hershey's Cookies and Cream in the world. I think that because it seems like every time I turn around, you're at a grocery store, there's too many Hershey's Cookies and Cream, and I think that there could be other things. Have you ever looked in a grocery store and thought to yourself, there's too many cartons of eggs here, right? There's too many glasses of homemade, locally brewed kombucha here. No, you haven't, right? I mean, maybe you have. I can't speak for your experiences, only mine, right? But oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. There is too many Hershey's Cookies and Cream candies out there. And you know why? It's because you just see it in a bag, and you don't think to count it. And then suddenly, bam, waboo, wabang. You're coming through, you're looking through, shit ton of Hershey's Cookies and Cream bars just fall out of the bag when you bring it home that night for Halloween. Yes, I'm bringing up Halloween because it is September 30th at the time of me recording this, which means it will undoubtedly be October by the time this goes up anywhere, whether online, offline, YouTube, SoundCloud, Facebook. Ooh, I don't know. know what I also think there's too much of is there's too many seltzers. Hershey's and seltzers really dominate the world today. And you know, it's the craziest thing. You'll know that when there's too much of something, or that there's definitely at least a formidable amount of it, when it's ubiquitous, right? Like when you actually, when you don't notice it, when it becomes so part of the ambiance and the normalcy of the day-to-day, and you just are like, my God, there's a lot of seltzers. Although that's just it though. You don't think that. That's literally what I just said. I gotta stay on my own track. Anyway. Yeah, I apologize if I'm coming off a little too gregarious and like dude bro-y here. First episode, obviously I'm laying it on thick. Hopefully we can cool down, calm down as time progresses. We get into the swing of things. It'll be like swinging at a park. But anyway, seltzers, right. Well, you know what's always interesting is I feel like, too, there's always certain flavors of seltzer that not a lot of people really even like. But the seltzer companies are constantly just trying to, like, push them out. Like, I don't know what the motives are behind this industry. But there are so many flavors of seltzer that never get picked out, at least at my local grocery store. And I mean, hey, if I did like them, I would say, you know, more for me. And to anyone else who likes them, more for you. But it's usually... yeah, that reminds me of the original flavor and the blueberry flavor of Giant brand seltzers are the same color. So that's weird. Also, hell yeah. I set aside like 10 minutes to talk, it's like to just improv this, but there's so not enough time in the world. Well, no, opposite problem. There's, it's hard to pad out talking about fucking candy and club soda. I mean, isn't seltzer club soda? I bet you I'll Google this and I'll be totally wrong. It'll be like, no, club soda was this, and then seltzer was invented later, you dummy. But like, I recall like, breathe. Because the whole point about seltzers, at least that aren't flavored anyway, is that it's basically obviously just like sugarless carbonated water, and I thought that's what club sodas were, but I don't know. That fucking clipped the mic. Anyway, I want to fix that. But it's like, that's another phrase I say a lot, by the way. I'm gonna hear myself say that so much on the podcast. I just know is I'm gonna be like, it's like, but it's like, it's like. Anyway, there are so many ways these days in which marketing and advertisements have gone to the older generation as my generation has grown up. It's like when I was younger, the world was much more marketed towards me and promised for me, and as I've gotten older, the tables have turned and marketing and advertisement has gone back to the boomer generation and the Gen X generation.
Record scratch.
Like I said, I'm completely talking off on a riff here. I have no script, no statistics, right? This is the first episode of TooManyCasts, and by the way, one of the inspirations, in fact, the inspiration that I got for the name of this podcast is the fact that there are too many podcasts out there, right? There's so many fucking podcasts. YouTube, SoundCloud, you know, right? All the other social media. I mean, I don't think TikTok has podcasts. That would be weird. But, like, you just, like, watch an hour-long fucking, you know, audio fling on TikTok. Like, I don't think that really happens. But... I mean, hey, maybe it does. Prove me wrong, right? But wow, so many podcasts. I'm familiar with a lot of them. Obviously, not all of them. And I'm familiar too with a lot more than I've listened to, because obviously there's so many of them that are advertised that are just floating around on the internet out there that I've never once followed through on the advertisement of. I've always just been like, oh, this is cool. Like, I remember one podcast was trying to seem appealing to me because it was like, 4 white dudes in a podcast, who wants to listen to that? And it was obviously trying to come off all, like, cheeky and ironic. But I actually just took it at face value and went like, yeah, not fucking me. Like, I was like, no, you're right, I don't want to listen to you. Too many podcasts out there. So this has been the first segment Maybe.
Yes.
Yes.
Of the first episode of Too Many Casts.
Too many damn podcasts. Hey.